Hi everyone, before diving deeper into our video, we'd like to start our video with a specific example. Tôi đi học. Well, how can you translate this sentence into English? Maybe you can think about some choices such as I go to school, I went to school, or I will go to school. Like, it might be a little hard to translate a sentence from Vietnamese to English, and the differences between English and Vietnamese tenses are viewed as one of the most hindrances in translating. Therefore, these short videos are conducted to help you guys to get a better understanding regarding two languages' tenses in order to get more efficient studying as well as effective communication. Now, let's move on to the first part to answer the question, what are definitions of tense in English and Vietnamese? Actually, there are many definitions of tense in English and Vietnamese. In English, Downing and Locke in 2002 defines tense as the linguistic expression of time relations. They also emphasize that tense systems are language-specific and vary from one language to another, both in the number of tenses they distinguish and in the ways in which these tenses reflect temporal reference. On the other hand, in Vietnamese, the system of tense has no morphological meaning. The present, past, and future tense in Vietnamese has no clear distinction. For instance, the Vietnamese tenses are often expressed by using function words such as đã in the past, đang in the present, and sẽ in future. In short, the definition of tense can be understood as the possibility to refer to an action or state that takes place in the past, present, and future. So, back to our main purpose of this video, what are the differences and similarities between English and Vietnamese tenses? In this video, we only dive deeper into three typical tenses, including the present simple tense, past simple tense, and future simple tense, and the remaining tenses will be discussed in our next videos. To begin with, English and Vietnamese are compared regarding present simple tense. It illustrates that English verbs are conjugated. To be more specific, English verbs are considered as being added s or es in the case the subject is the third person or singular noun. What is more, to make a negative sentence in English, all verbs normally use don't or doesn't, which followed the subject. Meanwhile, Vietnamese verbs are not conjugated. Especially, đang is placed in front of the main verb to express the action happening at present. For example, tôi đang là học sinh means that I'm a student. Considerably, in English, is, are, and am is considered as to be that is preceded by the subject. Whereas in Vietnamese, nominal predicates strongly prefer the presence of the particle là, which can be characterized as a general identificational marker. Moreover, là is not regarded as indicating a certain tense and aspect as English. For instance, the sentence anh ấy là giáo viên in Vietnamese can also be perceived as he is a teacher in English. So, in the same way, what's about past simple tense? With regard to form in English, to mention definitely completed action in the past is represented by the suffix ed on the verb. Similarly, in Vietnamese, count cited from Dan states that the past simple tense presents an action with an end point that leads to a result of the state or an action. It's shown by the auxiliary đã along with the time-made verbials. Some prime examples are cô ấy đã đi làm, that means she went to work, or anh ấy đã vẽ bức tranh này, that means he drew this painting. We can see that actions, namely đi and vẽ, are finished and can't continue to happen at the present as well in the future, which is similar to the expression of English. However, the marker đã in Vietnamese can be used in various tenses. It doesn't only refer to the past. For instance, bây giờ tôi đã có đủ tiền, that means I have enough money now. Nếu tháng sau bạn mới đến thì tôi đã đi nước ngoài rồi, that means if you are coming next month, I will have gone abroad. In both sentences, đã doesn't imply actions happening in the past. Obviously, đã in the first sentence expresses a truth in the present, while đã in the second sentence manifests an action in the future. Well, eventually the last tense we want to mention in this video is future simple tense, and we will go further with will in English future construction and the particle say in Vietnamese one. So how do we form the simple future with will? Will is a model which is always preceded by the subject and followed by the base verb or infinitive one. This construction used to express the predictions that are certain, very likely, or planned to happen in the future. Surprisingly, this is quite similar to Vietnamese future expressions. According to Albrecht, Vietnamese people tend to use the particle sẽ, which places after subject, precedes the main verb, and stands before negation to indicate future time. For instance, Vietnamese sentence will be tôi sẽ đến thăm ông bà của mình vào ngày mai. And in English, we have I will visit my grandparents tomorrow. Moreover, in Vietnam sentences, particle sẽ can make the future reference more explicit. In particular, sẽ is not obligatory when the sentence consists of the time and verb. In English, however, will always is required to be present in the future sentence. In addition, in respect of semantics, especially in negative sentences, when the particle sẽ is added, it conveys an action which won't take place, but it is possible that it will. On the other hand, without particle sẽ, it implies almost absolute certainty that the action will not happen. For example, tôi sẽ không tham gia vào bữa tiệc của bạn. I won't take part in your party. It means that I might change my mind. Or tôi không tham gia vào bữa tiệc của bạn. I won't take part in your party. This sentence means that it is my final decision. And that is also the final task in this video. Well, in around 7 minutes, we've gone through 2 main points, including definitions of tense and comparison English and Vietnamese tenses, in which we focus particularly on 3 first tenses: present simple tense, past simple tense, and future simple tense. Now, returning to our example at the beginning of this video, I believe that now you can realize that without specific context, the sentence tôi đi học is completely translated into 3 ways as mentioned. After all, our video is conducted with a view to helping everyone attain better background knowledge about tenses and avoiding making mistakes when using them. We hope everyone will enjoy our video and find it interesting.